What's up guys, it's Truth Hero, and welcome back to another video. Today, we'll be reviewing My Hero Academia chapter 192 of the manga. Let's get started. This is a weird chapter of My Hero Academia. I understand that it's a filler chapter moving to the next conflict, but there were a lot of weird surprises in this. So let's break it into three parts. Hawks and Endeavor, the Todoroki family drama, and of course, Deku's dream. After briefly seeing Endeavor recover from his injuries and chatting with Hawks, the chapter focuses on Hawks and his unique position as a double agent. We get to see exactly how Hawks got this position, or rather, proposal, to infiltrate the villains. This is where it gets interesting. Hawks has been trained by these same people, we'll call them Hawks' agents, that gave him the double agent mission since he was a child. So not only is Hawks some outstanding upstart of a hero, now we know why. Hawks is a child prodigy. He rescued people as a child and was ensured a spot as a hero by these people. But we kind of already knew Hawks was pretty great. What we don't know are his motivations. We get a glimpse of this and what's really driving him, which is Hawks wants to build a world so safe that heroes have too much free time. To me, the more I hear this sentiment from Hawks, the more I think that he doesn't actually want to be a hero. He was put on this path from an early age as a child, but is that really what he wanted? Was Hawks robbed of his childhood, and is he now trying to reclaim it by creating a world full of leisure time? The last sentiment really struck me, talking about how he would corrupt himself for others. I am Hawks, the man who's too fast for his own good. I know the parallels between Hawks and Icarus have been made, but regardless if he flies too close to the metaphorical sun, Hawks is definitely going at a pace that he can't control. He went from kid to prodigy, prodigy to number 2 hero to double agent, all at the ripe age of 20, maybe 21. I look forward to future chapters with Hawks, if not for the double agent stuff, just exploring his backstory and his motivations as a hero, which I personally find a bit shallow and lackluster compared to people like All Might and even Endeavor. Moving on from Hawks, we get to see the Todoroki family reunion. Yay! That's a nasty scar you got there. It's come full circle. If Endeavor wasn't roasted enough from his battle with the Nomu, Shoto just finished the job, okay? Just take the L, Endeavor. Shoto Todoroki's won this round. As some of you may know, there's been a bit of controversy surrounding the whole Endeavor redemption arc. People are saying that the abusive past of Endeavor is being glorified or too easily forgotten, and that this is somehow the author saying domestic abuse and violence is okay. To these people I say, shut up. Not to be mean, but must everything in today's society be watered down and sugar-coated for everyone's feelings? Let's not pretend that Endeavor is the first abusive character. He's based on one of the most notoriously abusive characters, Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think it's quite refreshing to see a manga author go in the direction of forgiveness instead of doing the usual have the abuse victims take revenge or best the abuser in combat and finally show how pathetic the abuser actually is. This brings me to Natsuo's reaction to seeing his father again. He was pissed! This is a great move on Horikoshi's part because it means that there is no such thing as automatic forgiveness. He can write redemption for a character that, to much of the audience, doesn't yet deserve it or doesn't deserve it at all. It also shows the real struggles and roadblocks that come with forgiveness, especially the fact that despite our best efforts at atonement, not everyone forgives. Shoto seems calmer at the sight of his father, but won't automatically forgive him either. He's just slurping his soba, contemplating how to move forward. But I do believe Shoto will come around. This was very apparent when Endeavor fought the Nomu. Shoto was very emotional at the sight of his father, and despite their tumultuous past, Shoto really does still care. The only members of the Todoroki family that have forgiven Endeavor are Fuyumi and Shoto's mom, which, to be fair, they probably received less abuse, or at least less physical abuse, than Endeavor's sons. Speaking of sons, we finally get a name for the older brother that was driven away by Endeavor, Touya. Is this the life Endeavor was talking about taking? Because if he murdered his own son, he definitely shouldn't be forgiven. Or possibly, and this is where I kind of align my theory, could this be the true identity of Dabi? Lastly, we get to see Deku's dream. The series keeps reminding me of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the way Deku sees the past users of One for All, and how Aang sees the past avatars. Let's review this dream a little bit. We see a few past unidentified users of One for All, and then in the foreground, there is a woman who Deku describes as beautiful yet tough, and we know this to be Tomura Nana. The person I really want to focus on, however, is the gray, almost burning figure in the back. Deku says that he's seen him before, and he's correct. It's All Might. That's right, Toshinori has joined the ranks of the previous users of All for One since he can no longer use the quirk. And he's probably just a bit foggier than the rest of them because he's still alive, but I can't help but think that this is hinting at All Might's death. Other than these folks, we see a standoff between the original user of One for All and the man that gave him his powers, All for One. If there was a theme to this chapter, it would be forgiveness. Hawks needs to forgive himself for being foolish and moving too fast. The Todoroki family could clearly use some forgiveness, and there could be some forgiveness between these two brothers. Like many stories that revolve around family drama in the past that has caught up to society now, usually if they took steps to forgive or work out their differences, we wouldn't be in this situation. It begs the question, will Deku, being the #1 hero someday have to forgive All for One? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about forgiveness in this chapter. Will the Todoroki family forgive their father? Will Deku one day have to forgive All for One and the League of Villains? As always, thanks for watching. If you like My Hero Academia content, consider enrolling at UA today by clicking the subscribe button down below and share the video with a friend. Until next time, Plus Ultra.